everyone, thanks again for joining us. So Lissette here and my dad Ernesto, we're here talking about the Endure cigar, the premier collection of our Pérez-Carrillo series. Now, tell me a little bit about what inspired you for Endure. I know that it's a cigar that's been really well received, the story of resilience, the story of the wrapper, of the two families, the Meerapfel family and our family, joining forces to inspire this wonderful creation. So tell me a little bit about what the wrapper means to you.
Well, this wrapper we used back when we started back in the early, back in '68. The Cameroon wrapper was basically the only wrapper available. I mean, there was a Cameroon and the Connecticut shape from the U.S. So, needless to say, it has a lot of, fond memories. Being in the factory back in the early '70s when I started with my father. And when we decided to do this, as a matter of fact, the wrapper that we used at that time, we bought from a gentleman here in Don Andres Lopez.
Okay.
And he used to get this wrapper from the Meerapfel family.
Okay.
Because they were the only growers, at that time, I believe. And I always heard about, great things about the wrapper. And, like I said, we used to use it in Miami. Unfortunately, at one time it became unavailable because it was very well, sought after, not only by premium cigar makers, but also by, the European companies. So that's when we started changing to the Sumatra.
Okay.
But when I was able to get this wrapper, and this is a process that took maybe 3 or 4 years, I wanted to do something special. There's a lot of great Cameroon cigars out there. And to try to compete with those would be, needless to say, wouldn't make sense. So I wanted to make this cigar different. I wanted to give this Cameroon a different taste profile that is what's out there now. So I wanted to add, more body, different flavors, so that that the Cameroon wrapper was, but I'm sorry, I should say, but at the same time, not take away from what the Cameroon wrapper is all about. That creaminess, that, leaving your palate with a little bit of, moisture. And it took a while, we made a lot of blends to get here. And I think what made the difference was, the binders that we used.
Tell me how the binders and fillers worked.
Yeah, the binders that we used
this
basically
cigar.
are from Nicaraguan, and there's, two different seeds, it was a Habano and a Criollo seed. And I think basically that's what really gave it the, that distinguished taste that I was looking for. And this is the type of cigar that, when you, like I said, what I like is when I light up a cigar, that all of us, I'm going to get a certain taste out of that cigar that's going to, make me want to smoke it more. And this is what, I think, we achieve with this. But at the same time, like I said before, not taking away the characteristics of the Cameroon wrapper.
So for somebody maybe lighting the Endure for the first time, what are they going to pick up on? What notes and what aromas do you think they'll experience?
Well, me personally, and again, everybody smokes differently, but I feel the strength right away, especially if you retrohale. I also feel a little bit of on the palate, I feel like, there's a little bit of spice, not too overbearing, but at least the palate with character. And that's something I like about, cigars, that they have to have character. I want to smoke a cigar that from beginning to end is going to have that character, it's going to keep your senses active.
Involved.
Yes.
Okay. And now let's talk a little bit, you're talking about the tobaccos. Let's talk a little bit more about, I guess, the production of it. Were there any special challenges? I know it's a delicate wrapper. Were there challenges?
Yes.
I know our best rollers work with this cigar. What are some of the challenges?
Well, the
you faced?
challenges with this, the fact that that this cigar is pressed. There may be other Cameroons that are pressed. I'm not saying they're not. But the challenge is, how do you, because this wrapper is very difficult to work with because of the yields and stuff. How do you, press the cigar and that have 50% broken. So we've had to kind of change the whole way that we press cigars in the factory, so that we make sure that this wrapper we don't get that many breakage, because it's a very delicate wrapper, needless to say. But if you see, and if you smoke the cigars, you see that it's not doesn't break. And this is what we try to achieve with this cigar, because it's like I said, it's a very delicate wrapper, and the fact that it's pressed also, will give it a different characteristic than your regular round Cameroons.
Okay.
So.
Okay. And what do you think is different from other Cameroon wrappers? The Meerapfel, it's called the Genuine Meerapfel Cameroon. What do you find that's different from this wrapper that we're using, the Meerapfel Cameroon, with some of the other Cameroons?
Well, there aren't really, too many other Cameroons around. I think, probably right now, that's probably I shouldn't say, because I'm not really, but I think that's probably the family has been doing this for so many years.
Absolutely, yeah.
I mean, they got it down to a science. And I think they just, produce some of the best Cameroons, some of the best wrappers.
Absolutely, yeah.
Anywhere.
It's a beautiful story. Anyone that wants to learn more about it, definitely
head over that's a beautiful story.
To research the Meerapfel Cameroon wrapper, and you'll be very pleasantly surprised of just all of the effort that went into keeping this wrapper alive.
They keep inviting me to come down. I'm thinking about it, because I think it's an experience that maybe you have once in a lifetime. But it's really a very unique way. The whole way that they grow this wrapper, the whole process that it goes to make a cigar. So it's a very unique wrapper. Let's just put it that way. It's not your conventional wrapper growing way of growing wrappers, I should say.
And it's also a beautiful family story. It's like the legacy and his children taking this forward, and then you here with
Jeremiah,
your children.
Joshua,
so it's a really nice joining of forces.
It is
to make this wonderful cigar about resilience and just honor and family, tradition, legacy. So it's all of those values that we hold very true to ourselves and our brand. Now, I guess to just end the video, tell me, what do you think this would pair nicely with? I know that you don't drink now, but I pair this very nicely with Scotch. I think whiskey goes very well with it. I try to not drink anything that will overpower it. Because it's like it's an experience in and of itself. You want this to lead, right? So what do you like to pair it with?
Going back to my I should say drinking days, which like Lissette mentioned, I don't drink anymore. But I remember that drinking some Dominican rum.
Oh, okay.
And that with this cigar, I think, would pair very well, because you have some of the sweetness and creaminess, and then in this, you get some, it's like the sugar and salt type of thing.
Right.
So I would, try definitely with Dominican rum.
Dominican rum and coffee, obviously. You love your coffee with your cigars.
Yeah.
That's always a plus.
Yeah.
So is there anything else you wanted to add about Endure?
Well, it's just a cigar that I'm very proud that we made, because I think it is a very, 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 for me, a very exceptional blend. It's something that is completely different that perhaps we're known for, but at the same time, there's always that underlying, signature of Ernesto Perez-Carrillo. So I'm proud of it, and. This may become, I hate to say it, encore, don't feel bad, but this may become my segment.
Really? It might take over the encore as
It might. I don't know. It just, every time I smoke it, it's
a soothing cigar.
It is. It's very nice.
It has, like you said, character.
It just talks to you. It has a lot of different things going on.
Beautiful story.
Yeah.
Right? It's a beautiful story. And to think of all the hands that go through it to...
it's
end
incredible.
Up here.
And incredible.
Well, everyone, thank you for joining us. We're going to wrap it up because we're going to do one of our live events next. So we'll be coming back with some more videos. If you have any suggestions, obviously let us know. Any videos you want to see, he's happy to sit here with me and chat. So keep us posted. Thank you.